Tonight with the top 3 big stories of the day. Want to get to that. We're talking about an update with the Erie Coke plant. That's right. It has been an ongoing issue. And after a meeting last night, we have the latest on soil samples that will be taken in the neighborhood around the former Coke plant. Also, that big outage, all relating back to Microsoft. It's created chaos in the airline industry, and we're finding out if the ripple effect on canceled flights and what other industries were impacted. Well, if it has anything to do with what was impacted in our area. Also, the RNC Recap and the DNC Preps. The RNC is over, Republican National Convention, and we have a recap from the historic Republican Convention from our Philip Ward, who is actually driving back. He can't fly because of that massive outage that affected the airlines. And also what you need to know for the Democratic National Convention. That's all coming up here as we get into our 5:30 newscast. I'm going to walk over to the main desk, and that is where you're going to see our Ariana Moyer and Sam Percio. They're going to talk trending news, some actually big local trending news. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, that global technology outage creating chaos with everything from airlines to banks and hospitals. It happened when the cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike released a faulty content update. It's now been rolled back, but the company says the issue is not the result of a cyber attack. The FAA says United, Delta, Allegiant, and American were all grounded for a period because of the problem. And this came less than an hour after Microsoft resolved its cloud services outage that impacted several low-cost carriers. Flights were also grounded at so many airports across Europe, including Paris, Berlin, Barcelona, and Amsterdam. Former President Donald Trump capping off the Republican National Convention last night with a record-breaking acceptance speech. Trump spoke for more than an hour and a half, the longest speech in history. He gave the audience a first-hand account on the assassination attempt on his life. He also used this speech to call for unity in the country, but then turned around and slammed President Biden and also repeated false claims that the 2020 presidential election was stolen. Our Philip Ward will have a wrap of his reporting, of Philip's reporting from the RNC, and that is coming up on Erie News Now at 6. With more trending stories across social